Hey you guys, welcome back to another studio vlog. I have a couple of shop updates before we jump into packing orders and doing our daily behind the scenes tasks. So we are having our Denver Part 2 launch tomorrow. You will see this way in the future. It's kind of irrelevant, but we will be continuing to have Denver launches every week. And then we are also working on mystery boxes. So in terms of that, I will be having another assistant starting next week, and she's gonna help me get through the rest of the Denver palette. There's been a little bit of transition between my previous assistant and my new assistant. So that is super exciting. She lives super close to me, so she'll be able to help me more frequently and for longer. Working on the Denver's launches and getting all the orders packed and getting the palette done. Those are the big things that have been going on. And then I also just got back from the Minnesota Gem Show, which was a very small show, but sometimes there's some really fun stuff. So I did end up buying a few things there. So we're gonna work on also getting those things priced and listed. And I'm hoping with the assistant coming more frequently, we'll be able to get stuff out faster. And unfortunately, the Hawaii Gem Show was canceled, which is such a bummer. So I won't be going to Hawaii for that show, but I may try to go out there and see a vendor. Who knows? Still TBD on that. But anyways, we are gonna jump in and start packing some orders, but I also have our freebie confetti that needs to be refilled. So we're actually gonna do that first. Let's jump in and start working on the freebie complimentary confetti. So first up, we've got some rose quartz tumbles. Gorgeous. Next up, we have some Preonite chips. I don't think I've had Preonite chips before, so that's really fun. Gorgeous green color. Next up, we have some pyrite tumbles. So my vendor picks all of the tumbles for me. I never remember what she's gonna send because she just sends me photos of everything she picks. So we always have new tumbles in the mix. And then we have some rose gold moonstone next. These are quite pretty. Next, we have some moss agates. Then we have some yellow calcite. These look like little popcorn kernels. And then I think the last thing we'll add in for this round is the red jasper. And then I still have a few extras, but I need to reorder new stock for this, but I'll keep the extras just in case we run a little low. All right, let's give this a good mix. All right, I think that's mixed up pretty well. Let's get into our next task. Okay, y'all, we are back to open more of this palette. Got one of these big flats here. This has a ton of fluorite in it. And now I really want to crank through getting this palette open so we can get the mystery boxes assembled. And yeah, my new assistant will be starting next week, so she's gonna help me. But this is the gorgeous pieces. So I got these gorgeous half raw, half polished fluorite pieces. They are so stunning. They're all different colors. They're just so unique and pretty. So I just got a few of them. They're all very different. And they're heavy, my goodness. Super fun. What else is in here? Ooh, yes. We also got these baby banded agate hearts. They are so cute. And I also got some of these dyed free forms or gushers. They pack these so cute. And if you saw my Denver vlog, you would have seen me picking these out. Let's see what else is in here. Ooh, we've got some beautiful garden quartz. I think someone had requested some included quartz in their mystery box. So one of these pieces is definitely gonna go in the mystery box. Got some little carnelian palm stones. Yeah, I only got 4 of the gardens. This one has pyrite in it. I'll do a full like show and tell of all of these pieces in better lighting. Then got some of these dyed agates. I don't know, they were super cute. I normally don't get dyed agate pieces, but I just thought these were kind of fun. Some of them do have prices on them. Just ignore the price. Sometimes that's a retail price. Sometimes that's the price if you were just gonna buy one. So we get wholesale pricing on everything. So the pricing is always different than what's on the sticker. Just FYI. Oh, and then I got 2 of these little fluorite slabs. Well, this one's not little. This one is quite large and beautiful and stunning. And they both have pyrite in them, but look at how crazy that is. I have some of these mini banded flames. All right, that's box number 1. I probably won't open too many boxes just because I have a launch tonight and that's happening in 3 hours. So I kind of want to take a little break, and I'm going out to a family dinner tonight. So yeah, I'm trying not to do too much of a jam-packed day. I did pack some orders. We just dropped those off from our last launch, our Obsidian launch. Okay, let me move this all over and then we will grab another box. Okay, got a lot of stuff. Free pen. Ooh, this is all my super bougie rare finds. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to open those. I think I'll do that in the Larimar together, which is right here. I like can't even remember what I bought. It's been like 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks. And again, more stuff that I totally forgot that I bought. I got some ruby and fuchsite, rainbow moonstone, all hand-picked. Some gorgeous moss agate and peach stilbite palms. You guys really like these when I have them. And then I got a few of the garnet palm stones. They're very heavy. They're really nice quality though. So these are all from India. And then what is in here? I like literally can't really remember what some of this stuff is. Oh my gosh, I got these stunning rutile quartz, and I got a bunch of minis for mystery boxes and for just some up for grabs pieces, but these are so good. So this supplier, funny story, he's been doing Tucson for like 15 or 20 years, and it was his very first time in Denver. So that was kind of fun. Here are all the minis. They're so gorgeous. Oh yeah, I got this one because it's just like super cool. And I think this mystery box, this little bag, I think is 2 agates. I bought some for a mystery box and I couldn't decide, so I bought 2 of them. I'll show you both. I think these are the agates. This was like the last day. We were just hunting for mystery box stuff. I'm just gonna cover up the retail price because that's different than what we'll be charging. We got this agate and this one. So gorgeous. There's actually another gem show in Minnesota this weekend, and I might go to that. It's at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. It's not like a gem show per se, but it's like the Mineral Society gets a little like show together. So there's like, I don't know, 25 vendors there. You know, you can buy things. Most of the stuff is wholesale, but I don't know. I haven't been in like 2 years. It might be kind of fun to go to that and I could document it. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do another show because it's like Denver, then the Minnesota Gem Show, which was Monday, and today is Thursday. And then this weekend's another like show. And it's not like a wholesale show necessarily. Some vendors are like resellers. like other crystal shops, and then some are wholesale. Sometimes it's fun to go for my personal collection. Anyways, I think I'll open one more box, maybe not. I'm getting a little tired. I think I'm gonna stop opening stuff right now. Look for potential mystery item things, and then we'll be back with some more behind the scenes stuff. I think next we might be packing orders. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I think I'm gonna kind of wrap up for today just because it's been kind of a long, interesting day. Stay tuned, we'll be back very soon. Okay, whoa, jump scare mess. This is the process of unboxing the palette. We've got lots of amazing, incredible goodies here. Everything still needs to be priced. And then over here, I have some of the mystery boxes started, not all, and I'm not like 100% set on everything. I'm just kind of ideating. And once I kind of get a better idea of price, I might swap some things out. So yeah, this is what it looks like. There's still probably 5 boxes downstairs that haven't been opened yet, but there's the beginnings of lots of things, which is super exciting. Just wanted to share an update. Most of the mystery boxes are done. If you don't want yours spoiled, just skip this section. I'm still plugging and playing with a few pieces, but yeah, so exciting. Okay, y'all, it is October 3rd. We just had 2 launches and the crystal room is such a mess. I need to organize it and put stuff away because it's becoming very hard to pull things and things don't quite make sense for where they are. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time organizing, and then we've got a couple of orders to film for YouTube packing requests. So let's get started. So first things first, this little section looks a little messy, but I think most everything has actually sold out. So it's so hard because I have these orders shipping out and all of this is technically not here, but it technically is here right now. And then I have all of this that needs to be put away, and technically all of these have sold out except for I think 3 or 4 at time of filming. So yeah, I'm putting stuff away to pull it and ship off. But I think, and I know this baby sold, I don't know if those 2 sold. I think the goal should be just to make some space. Yeah, this is always like a funny conundrum. Let's just organize everything so it has a little bit more space. These labradorites were so affordable. I am not surprised that they all sold out. Just gonna move these over here. And I wanna keep these out instead of putting them in drawers because they all sold. Okay, that gives a little more space for the labradorite. So I think I'm just gonna, oops, push these over like that. So that frees up some space. And then we also have these, which also all sold out, but I think I'll put them here for now. I think we'll just put the moons here. I love these moons, they're so pretty. These, I think I'll just put in a little bin. So flashy. I luckily found some of these little pink bins that I'm not using. So I think we'll just put the labs in one and then the moonstone in the other. Wow, that moonstone is crazy. I really regret not getting more of these. And now we have a free bin. And then we do technically have space for these in here. I just hate that they're like a different color, but you know what? It's not a big deal. Okay, those are in there and they're sold out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now with these tumbles, I still have quite a few except for the platinum obsidian. So I'm gonna move these two to the tray, and then these, I honestly don't know if I have space to integrate them down here right now. I don't think I do. And I'm tempted to sneak them in here, but we are eventually going to be restocking our bracelets. So it's kind of a tough call. I think in here makes more sense, but I'm going to have to shift a few things around so that it works. I think it makes the most sense to take these two money toad out, move this money toad over, and then put the obsidians here. So let's do that. And these will go somewhere else. Okay, and then we'll have silver sheen, gold sheen, and spider web. The silver sheen are so flashy. These are the last. Okay, that looks good. And then all these have technically sold out, so I'm just gonna move them so they make sense. Hopefully we can fit the fluorite there. We'll give it a go. Okay, so I just put those away. They fit beautifully. And now we're gonna put these away. These are so beautiful. These also all sold out. We have this little slab. And then we have the big slab, but I'm not quite sure where to put this one. Okay, I just put it back there. I do have a stand for it. So this doesn't look the prettiest, but it's all not even here anyways. I think that looks okay for now. We do have even more fluorite stuff, and ideally it's gonna go up there or replace the calcites here, but I still have quite a few of these, so I'd love to integrate them down here, but I need to evaluate what can move and what can't, and we still have so many open orders, so it's hard to really know right now, but we will be back with pulling order requests. Okay, so we are gonna jump in and start working on the order packing requests for YouTube. So we're gonna start with Savannah W's order. Savannah is a brand new customer. A beautiful turquoise green order. So we have a Larimar Tumble, a green Amazonite Palmstone, and a blue Onyx Palmstone. So for the Larimar Tumble, let's go with this one. Next, we'll grab that blue Onyx. This one's really pretty. And then we have an Amazonite. Some of these have sparkles on them, so I'm gonna see if we can find one of those. The color is super good on this one. All right, that order is all ready to go. Let's get it packed up. And we will get Savannah a free scoop. There is that scoop. Got some golden healer, rose quartz, Amazonite, red jasper, lapis lazuli, and some moss agate. All right, let's get these beautiful pieces all packed up. All right, that order is all packed up, but let's get it all shipped out. There is that order all ready to go. Thank you so much, Savannah. I hope you love your first order with us. Our next order packing request is for Aubrey W. Aubrey grabbed 8 items, so we'll start with the Amethyst Pocket Money Toad. Let's go with this one. Then we have Calcite Moon Option L. Then we have the last 2 green aventurine bracelets, a blue apatite small heart, a labradorite palmstone, a super nice quality rose quartz palmstone, and a clear quartz palmstone. This one has a little bit of iron in it. All right, that order is all ready to go. Let's get a free scoop. There is that scoop. All right, let's get this order all packed up. All right, there's that order all packed up. Let's get it in a box. All right, there's Aubrey's order all packed up. Thank you so much, Aubrey. I hope you love all your pieces. Our next order is for Anna W. Anna grabbed 4 items, and we're gonna start with the Velvet Obsidian Palm Stone. This is our very last one. Here's a little better look at that velvet. Next we have Obsidian Sphere, Stardust Obsidian Sphere, option C. These are so cool. Then we have a Platinum Obsidian Tumble and a Spiderweb Obsidian Tumble. All right, that all obsidian order is ready to go. We'll get Anna a free scoop. There is that scoop. All right, and let's get this order all packed up. All right, there's that order all packed up. Let's get it in a box. All right, there's that order all packed up. Thank you so much, Anna. I hope you love all your pieces. All right, you guys, it is a couple days later and all of these crystals need to be put away. I am in the middle of packing orders, but I have to put these away because I'm having trouble finding everything. So we're gonna spend some time putting this stuff away quickly before we jump back into packing our orders for the day. So first up, I'm gonna put these Swazi agates away. Also, how beautiful is that order? We're gonna put these away in this drawer. Then we're gonna have to try to find space for everything else. I'm not gonna be putting this in alphabetical order, more like size. Okay, that looks good enough. Okay, don't judge me, but I'm in the middle of unboxing this because I ran out of bubble wrap and this is such a mess and I still have more to go. I'm gonna plan to get this unboxed today because this will be the last box from this vendor, luckily, and then I'll have bubble wrap for a while. We do have some more money toads and these super fat pigs that are so cute. I only have about 5 of those, and then we have these gorgeous high grade rose and labradorite pieces. So pretty. Let me see if I can get it to flash. Next, we're gonna put these hearts away since we've got some space here. I'm just gonna kind of put them in any order. Okay, they're not all gonna fit in here, so that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, I made a smidge more room by moving some stuff. Okay, the rows aren't perfect, but a lot of these have sold out, so they'll be gone very soon. Next, I'm gonna put all the strawberries in here, and we're gonna move all of this stuff to the back. And a lot of the stuff that has been sitting for a while is on sale, like all of this stuff. So go check it out. Okay, so we've got a bunch of these that also have sold out. Okay, that's all ready now. And I want to get these put away, though I think most of them sold out. So I'm just going to try to get them up here so it makes sense. And then I think for these, we'll just move them. This is a very tedious process. Okay. Willow's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. And you're the cutest, yes. She's propped up on me. Yes, hi. Okay, I got those in 2 rows. That should give us enough for the other ones. Okay, these are so gorgeous. I do have more of these. Wow. I just haven't listed them yet. This vendor has like the best fluorite in the world. Okay, so I like to go biggest to smallest. This one is so gorgeous. Look at the phantom. And you can just see the difference in quality. Not that these are bad quality. They're definitely a different price point. I have 2 massive ones of these, which I might honestly keep. This one's absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with these. Okay. Then this one's the next biggest one. And I think we should be able to fit one more. This one. Look at the colors. They just remind me of like the Caribbean. Okay, and then I don't think we have too many more. I don't know if I'll need all those. We have option D. Wow, that rainbow. My assistant's gonna help me finish pricing the rest of these. And we have this one. Oh my gosh, these are just so good. This one's got a ton of rainbows. Wow, the color. I'm so in love with the color. We got our itty bitty one. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. I know that one stands out. It's fine. And then we just have these gorgeous babies to put away. So I think I'll just put them here for now. Okay, I just did it off camera just because I'm just trying to squeeze everything in, but this shelf is all full. I think a lot of it actually did sell out though. Okay, I'm gonna keep cranking on orders. There's our order number. And then today we're gonna film Denver launch part 4. So I might show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of that, but I will be back. Okay, my assistant just came and we unboxed all of this. I didn't film it this time because she's a brand new assistant, so I just wanted to let us get to know each other a little bit before I shove a camera in what we're doing. But we opened all these super fun things, this gorgeous moon, these guitars, this moon, or this heart is on a spinny stand. This super gorgeous moon. I know this isn't like the best view of everything, This is very raw in what it looks like, and then I'm gonna organize all the rest of this stuff. And then she'll come back tomorrow and we'll price everything. And then we also got all these labeled and counted, so they just need to be photographed. And these as well. We also got these all priced. And then we got all of the bracelets with options and wrist sizes and bead sizes. So everything is custom labeled. And you guys, we brought back the aquamarine with tourmaline. So all these are ready to go. We only spent 4 hours today, but we got so much done. We got 2 Brazilian boxes unboxed, all of these labeled, and then everything counted and organized in terms of tumbles, mini hearts, and palm stones. So really good progress. And then tomorrow we're gonna work on getting everything priced. So this is what goes on behind the scenes. All right, you guys, it is time to restock our freebie confetti, and I haven't put this out on YouTube yet, but just as a reminder, starting November 1st, our policy is changing a little bit with free shipping and free confetti. So we're raising the minimum to a $50 order. We're doing this just to offset the tariffs and the price increases that are happening right now. We've also had the $35 and over free shipping since back when we were on Etsy, when that was their requirement. So now that we're no longer on Etsy, it doesn't feel as genuine to our brand anymore. So it's going to be $50 and over for free shipping and free confetti, but you can always keep an open box until you reach that $50 minimum, because I know we have many customers who like to just purchase one-off things or just want something for $20. That's totally fine. You are more than welcome to keep an open box, and how you'll do that, I'll show it on screen really quick, since sometimes people get a little confused. So basically at checkout, there's a place to add a coupon code, and you're gonna type in the code add on. You don't need to leave a comment that says add on, but you can leave a comment that says open box. And then when you're ready to close your box, you can leave a comment that says close box. So you don't necessarily need to leave a note that says add-on, because the add-on code is simply to remove the shipping charge if you have an order under $50. So that's all that code does. It's just a code. And then if you want to communicate with me that you'd like an open box, that's when you would leave a note that just says open box. And then when you're ready to ship, you can say close box or please ship my order, and we'll get it all packed up and ready to go for you. So that is no problem on our end. And many people order many orders throughout the week, which is totally fine. We can manage it. It's actually more of our standard that people order multiple times per week than people ordering one-off things every once in a while. So we're very used to it. We can totally handle the workload on our end. So don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel guilty. And yeah, that's just the shop update. So it'll be $50 and up. We're going to also do that same requirement for YouTube orders, just because sometimes people would order one tumble and want it to be packed, and it just slows the workflow down. So we just want to make sure we're using our time wisely, because we have so many orders, and we don't charge for order packing. Many shops do, we don't. So we just want to have a minimum there, just to make sure that we're keeping our workflow up and shipping out people who don't want their order packed. So it just helps us manage time. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section down below, but let's jump in to filling our freebie confetti. And just a side note, we're not changing shipping price if you don't want to spend $50. We're still going to keep it at the very affordable $5.99. What was happening is the post office was increasing their shipping fee. There's tariffs, there's inflation, all this. So we don't want to raise the prices of our crystals anymore. We want to keep our pricing the same. So the easiest thing to remove is to raise that free shipping minimum and to raise that free gift minimum. So that way it's not taking anything away necessarily, and it's still giving you the opportunity to get free shipping and get a free gift. It's just at a higher minimum for us, so that we're not losing too much money with all of the changes all happening at once. So we're just trying to be very smart with our business and ensure that we can sustain it. And the easiest thing to do was to raise our minimums for freebies. We've been doing free shipping for orders over $35 and free confetti for 6 years. So it's just time to update those minimums with how the economy is shifting and changing. But we'll still have the $5.99 shipping if you don't want to meet the $50 minimum or you want an open box. You can wait to reach that $50 minimum. So anyways, I'll stop blabbing. I just wanted to make it super clear since I did post an announcement on my website and I did post an announcement on Instagram and on YouTube, just in case you hadn't seen that. That's the process of what and why and how we're doing that. So anyways, let's jump in. First up, we have some orange Jasper chips. These are very like fall looking. They look like corn. They have kind of a matte texture. Next, we're going to add in some red Jasper tumbles. These have some really fun white banding on them and some quartz as well. And red Jasper is one we don't sell in the shop, so it's kind of fun to have crystals we don't sell in the shop in the freebie confetti. Next, we'll have some Alashon Jasper mini polished pebbles. The colors on these are so pretty. Looks like all the fall leaves. Next, we'll have some Howlite tumbles. Again, we don't sell these in the shop, so it's kind of fun to have them in the freebie confetti. Next, we have the green zebra Jasper chips. These have such a fun and unique pattern. They kind of look like a snake. And we'll give this a quick mix. Next, we'll add in some green onyx tumbles. These we actually also don't sell in the shop. Next, we'll do some rose quartz chips. I always love how these look. Ooh, they're so pretty. And then I'm feeling these mookites. Let's add these in. So fun. All right, we'll give this a final mix. And then we have a few orders to pack. So let's get this all mixed up. I think we are officially all mixed up and we will jump into getting some orders ready. Okay, we just had a lunch last night and here is where our order counter is at. We are going to start with Bambi L's order. We also have quite a few orders. We have 101. We had a lunch on Friday and then I did lunch yesterday on Saturday. So we've got a lot to do. So here is Bambi's order. Bambi just moved into a brand new home. So this is a gift to herself, which I absolutely love. So we are going to start with the Mookai bracelet and then we got a couple of labradorite pieces. All right, we'll grab a Mookai bracelet. Then we have labradorite freeform option L, which I think is this one. Beautiful flash. Then we also have this labradorite moon, option C. This one also has like a pink orange flash. And then we have a black moonstone flat. So let's go with this one. And Bambi's order is all ready, so let's get it packed up. We'll get Bambi a free scoop. There is that scoop. We got a mookite and a green onyx. And another little baby mookaite. There is that scoop. And let's go ahead and get these crystals all packed up. All right, that order is all packed up. Let's get it in a box. Thank you so much, Bambi. I hope you love all your pieces and congratulations on your new home. Next order is for Brittany T. Brittany has 2 orders, so let's start with this first one. We'll start with the Rainbow Fluorite Medallion. These are truly so pretty. Ooh, I love this one. It's got rainbows and beautiful translucency. Next, we have a pistachio calcite mini sphere. This one has such beautiful depth to it. And we have a honey calcite medallion. We are running very low on these. Let's go with this one. Next, we have agate moon, option J. This one's got super sparkly druzy. And this one's a little puffier. And then the next order just came in last night, and these are all the new fun crystals we launched. So let's go pull these ones. Here's where I set all of the new pieces up. So we'll start with a blue tiger's eye. This one is super flashy. Then we have a tiger iron flat stone. This has hematite in it. These are so pretty. We have a moss agate and peach still bite palm stone. These are so cool. I'm just gonna leave them in the plastic so they don't get scratched. We have a banded carnelian mini heart. Oh my gosh, this one is so pretty. And we have a sea jasper from India. These are also super pretty and colorful. And last but not least, we have a little goldstone heart. These are so sparkly. I usually don't carry goldstone, but everyone was super excited about these. So maybe we'll have more shapes coming soon. All right, and Brittany's order is all ready to go. We'll get Brittany a free scoop. There is that scoop. We got mookaite, we got a mini sphere and rose quartz, howlite tumble, and some red jasper. All right, let's go ahead and get this order all packed up. All right, that order is all packed up. Let's get it in a box. All right, there's Brittany's order all ready to go. Thank you so much, Brittany. I hope you love all your pieces. Next, we're gonna pull Maria C's order, and Maria has 2 orders totaling over $1,200. So this is gonna be a fun one to pull. It might be a little long, so let's jump in. So the first order is an 8-item order, and I think the second order is also 8 items, but we are gonna go ahead and start with the Rainbow Fluorite Mini Sphere. We are running a little low on these. Let's take a peek at this one. Ooh, so pretty. This one has some blue and purple, tons of rainbows and translucency. So let's grab this one. Next we have a moonstone and sunstone palm stone. This one has really nice sunstone. I want to see if I can grab one with some blue flash. Here is one with some beautiful blue flash. We're running low on the blue flash ones. Most of the rest of them have a sunstone flash. They're so beautiful. Next we have an apricot agate. Had my eye on this one. All of our mini spheres are up here. Got a rose mini sphere and a pistachio mini sphere. Then we have a moonstone tumble. Grab this one because it had a fun flash. Next we have one of these medallions. Let's see, there's so many pretty ones. I mean, this one's pretty gorgeous. Okay, I found this one that I love with the chevron and the big rainbow and the clarity. Then we have a fluorite heart from Mexico. This one is option X. Beautiful, these are so pretty. And then here is the next order. This definitely has some statement pieces in it, so let's pull them. Starting off is this gorgeous pink banded agate sphere. This one is super rare. We've had it for a while. It is so pretty. I absolutely love this piece. And we'll grab the stand. Gorgeous. It matches the apricot agate perfectly. And then we have pink aragonite heart, option D. So pretty in pink. Then we have option K in the moon. This one is so sparkly. And we have this super gorgeous, super rare, look at the back with the black calcite, this Druzy chrysocolla specimen from Peru. This is a collector's piece. It is so gorgeous. I think this is actually our last one. Such a beautiful statement piece. Wow, I am jealous. And we also have the pink aragonite heart option F. I recently put the last few ones on sale. And we have parrot moonstone option R, which I think is this one. Yes, this one is one of the more green ones. So pretty. And we have the fluorite palm stone option A. Wow, this one is so stunning. I love the natural texture that happens within the fluorite, and this one has a little bit of lavender blue on it. So beautiful, wow. And last but not least, we have rainbow fluorite sphere option C. Oh my gosh, the rainbows. These are some of the highest quality fluorite. They are so perfect. I handpicked all of these with my vendor, and I think the price is actually really good for how spectacular they are. I have some massive ones that I'm going to be listing very soon, but the color, especially the blue, is just like such a Caribbean blue vibe. So we'll grab that. That is such a gorgeous order. Lots of pinks and greens, which you know are my 2 favorite colors. But let's go ahead and get this beautiful order all packed up for Maria. And we'll get Maria a free scoop. There is that scoop. Ooh, they barely fit in. And then for free gifts, I'm gonna do one of these beautiful pink amethyst specimens, one of these amethyst and crazy lace agate palm stones, and I'm gonna do one of these super gorgeous large icy fluorite palm stones. This one is so gorgeous. And then a free pen. This one is a red jasper. All right, let's get into packing up this gorgeous order. I'm gonna pack the rest and I will be right back. All right, everything has been packed up, so let's get it in a box. All right, there is Maria's order all ready to go. Thank you so much, Maria, for such a huge order. I really appreciate it, and I hope you love all of your items. And I think I'll leave the vlog here, but I will see you next week for another studio vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you on the next one. Love y'all. Bye. Hey, question for you. Have you been thinking about starting a crystal business, don't know where to start, or feel a lack of community? Well, guess what, you guys? I have a Patreon that has access to a private community and Discord server for just $18 a month. You can learn from other businesses, make friends, learn along with me, and topics include pricing, shipping, Shopify, Etsy, and so much more. So head over and join us on Patreon for just $18 a month. Everything is linked in my bio.